The addition of cross progression is not only a great feature at the moment, but it also shows that they're happy to make changes to the game that will benefit it in the long term. This is huge, genuinely, and maybe it even hints to the possibility of For Honor getting more than just a year 10. So in that spirit, I've made a small list of what I think are the most needed features and changes that should be added next, and all of these are in an attempt to be realistic, because at the end of the day, I'm not knowledgeable in their engine. Lately, they've been pretty vocal about the difficulty and time that entails adding some of the stuff, and transparency is cool to see, so again, let's try and make this possible and beneficial for everyone. Number 1. Competitive Dominion. This is not just a positive for the game, For Honor needs this for so many reasons, and let me tell you why. For one, Dominion is the main and most popular game mode, so adding a competitive Dominion is only natural. It would also separate the casual players from the competitive ones, mostly, leading to less frustration and less rage quitting. It would incentivize players to get better and spend more time on the game. And this is just a small anecdote, but I tried getting a friend into For Honor once, and he asked me if the game had a competitive system with ranks and all that. And since ranked duels is a joke, I said no. And that alone deterred him from playing the game. Do not underestimate the power of the dopamine that people get when they achieve a new rank in a video game. Do you think people would play as much Counter-Strike as they do if that game didn't have its ranking system with the global elites and whatnot? Clearly, the answer is no. People like leveling up, and they like that a lot. Reps tickle that need slightly, but nowhere near where it could be. It would also help this game get a real competitive scene, with big names and the like, because right now it's very small and very quiet. And it's quiet because there's no centralization. It's just a bunch of dudes in their Discord servers making small, random tournaments with 20 bucks on the line. There needs to be leaderboards and seasonal rewards for this to work. This is a game where you fight other people to be the best, and it needs a real dedicated competitive team mode. You'd get more playtime, better matchmaking, less frustration, and more popularity. 2. More game modes. Primarily, 1v1v1. This one's crucial as it's bar none the most unique game mode that's ever existed in the game, because it's not just you or your team versus the enemy. Now there's two different enemies, and that changes the mind games completely. Because, for example, if one player is clearly winning, then the two players with less health, provided they have a brain, will team up against them, ironically ensuring that the matchmaking is fair. This is the most balanced game mode to ever exist, as it literally balances itself. So yeah, bring it back as soon as possible. Now if you want to go one step further, make a party game mode and divide it in two parts, PvP and PvE. This mode would include a lot of events from the past, like Heralds of Chimera on the PvP section, and stuff like the Yorogumo and Wukong events on the PvE section, ensuring that they all stay on the game, forever adding more variety to it. But if this happens to be difficult for whatever reason, just bring back 1v1v1. That's all we really need. 3. The rage quitting situation. So, the longer the game mode, the more the people will rage quit mid-match. I've already gone over this a million times, so let's just get over to the solution. If you join a match midway through, the game should give you a pop-up message saying, "You joined an ongoing game." At the end of the match, you will receive 25% more steel and XP if you stay. And then just let players join at any point of an ongoing game, except at the very end. That's it. You'd fix the rage quit problem, since now there will always be more people coming to fill the gaps, and those people will now actually want to stay. And remember, competitive Dominion exists, so both these systems together should mostly alleviate the quitter problem in this game. In my opinion, with this system, everyone wins. 4. Balancing. Unfortunately, this has to be said. I am not limiting myself to hero balancing, as that's obvious, so this section includes feats, which they're already working into, so nice. But then perks, executions, which remember, the health per time ratio on most of these is still very wonky, and there needs to be some kind of rules and standardization. And then you have map balance. So for example, in certain breach maps like Kazan Castle, capturing the first point is super easy, because you can just block the enemy from getting in. And also, since ziplines are so useful to travel in these maps, you can straight up camp the enemy's main highway with throwable feats and get like one or multiple free kills every game. And lastly, game mode related balance changes, like nerfing the lingering buffs on elimination, nerfing the guardian buff, and if you want to be based in whatever game mode, if one of the teams is losing by a sizable amount, provide them with a small renown multiplier, as in 10 to 20%, so that they don't get automatically steamrolled when the enemy gets stronger and stronger feats. Every game mode will become more and more imbalanced as it goes on, because as stated, one of the teams will start getting tier 3s and tier 4s, while the other one may be stuck on tier 2s, 1s, or 3s. This also leads to a lot of frustration and unbalance, even if people don't realize it's for this exact reason. So a fix to this would be nice. 5. Quality of life additions. This section includes the infamous emote wheel, and while we're at it, an execution wheel would be nice too. I know we can already pick from 4 at any time, but personally, I need at least 6 because sometimes I want to be as fast as possible, sometimes I need 50 HP as fast as possible, other times I want to stall it for as long as I can, and sometimes I want to be either cool or honorable or give the enemy the middle finger. Next up, being able to queue for several game modes at the same time. Say I could go for Breach, Dominion, and Elimination. Now really, I just want to play Elimination, so I give it number 1 priority. This in the same way you can prioritize Skirmish over Deathmatch. And if there's more people like me, then boom, we all get into the Elimination match with the safety of knowing that we will find the game regardless in a timely manner. Which, by the way, would drastically decrease waiting time and improve matchmaking. But if it's too hard to implement, again, it is what it is. Then uncapping the limit of rep 90 and maybe adding a team surrender button, which would again decrease rage quitting. These are just a few that I just came up with. I'm sure there will be many more in the comments. 6. Lastly, I want to mention character variety and hero identities. Lately they've been going super hard on this front with Virtuosa, Khatoon, and Sohei. So rather than we need this, this is more of a you're doing good work, keep at it. I'd love to continue to see more unique characters in the future. I should also say that over the years the devs have been including a plethora of these long sought features, like more character slots, photo mode, improved UIs, crossplay, and now cross progression. This and many more. Without that effort, this list would be a lot longer. The game is almost there, I can feel it, but it needs these last couple of crucial features and tweaks in order to achieve its full potential. However, this is my list, and I'm just one person, so the comment section is always there. Thanks for watching.